For today's session, we're going to work with Charlie, a 2-year-old Border Collie mix who is a little bit wary of men he does not know. He growls, he hasn't bit anyone, but it clearly is uncomfortable. Also crouches down and looks like he's trying to hunt cars at times. So multiple issues here. Let's see how he does on the greeting. Now, because he is has a history of not being comfortable around men, the guardians usually either have him in another room or on a leash when visitors arrive of the male persuasion like myself. So he's probably going to be restrained and a little bit away from the door. This is, I believe, the daughter's dog. And there are 2 other puppies in the house, and they actually attend our puppy socialization class. All right, there he is. All right, Charlie. I figured that was Charlie. Well, that looks pretty good. Why don't you let Charlie come a little bit? All right, let's do this. Oh, do you have a prong collar on?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that left over from Dillion?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Dillion is an idiot. I'm going to ask you to take that off and just put a regular collar on. Those create stress and anxiety in dogs. They should be used in a very, very limited capacity with never any pressure on the leash. And you can go ahead and let her, I guess. Since we're already here, we won't switch leashes. But, oh, what a beautiful dog. Body language looks good. Tail's a little bit low. We'd like to see a little bit higher, but it's wagging. See if she'll take a treat out of my hand. There we go. Charlie, what a beautiful dog. I am so sorry that they called Dillion first. He is an idiot. Half of the clients that I've had to have more than one session with were people who use Dillion. Did you use his snap praise idiocy? Yeah, I mean, that's nothing short of animal abuse, which is why I'm very frustrated, because he's a professional. He should know him better. So for people at home, what he does is he puts a prong collar on, which is what this dog has on, which is the most invasive tool you can use. Nothing wrong with the tool itself, but you should never put any pressure on it. What Dillion, at Dillion's dog training, likes to do is violently jerk it up 15 times in a row while saying, "Good dog." One of my apprentices is like, that's like slapping your child in the face 15 times in a row saying, "Good girl." What possible purpose could that do? And this is, he's a dominance trainer. He wants your dog to fear you. And if you have a dog like this that's already fearful, that's the worst thing you possibly could do. It seems like a beautiful dog to me. It doesn't seem like any aggression. Now, I'm seeing only a snapshot, and I understand that there could be other stuff as well. It's just very frustrating. There's a girl in town named Julie Grady who's a great positive reinforcement dog trainer. I send most of my dog training clients to her because she and I actually bonded over not being a fan of Dillion's.
I see.
Yes. So yeah, why don't you go ahead and just take that off?
No, I didn't know which one you wanted.
Harnesses are designed for dogs to pull, but we're inside, so we're not going to worry about pulling inside the house. But yeah, that's I have a different collar I like to use. I learned from the Humane Society that's just all cloth. It is much better than a prong collar. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with it by itself. What a sweetheart. But it should only be used for about a week or so. All right, well, this is a pretty awesome greeting. Charlie, I'm very excited to play with you and work with you a little bit. Well, we're going to work on that part. Not so much the jumping up, but everything else we like.